Did you know that losing physical and emotional intimacy as you age could silently harm your health and happiness? Studies show that as we grow older, a lack of close connection with our partner can lead to increased stress, lower mood, and even physical health problems. In today's video, we'll reveal the hidden dangers of letting that vital bond fade and why rekindling both physical and emotional intimacy is crucial for a longer, healthier, and happier life. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our life-changing tips. Your support means a lot to us, me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue to spread the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. It is truly remarkable and in many ways tragic how so many people, as they age, begin to view intimacy as something that belongs to the past, a fleeting chapter, as if, once you reach a certain stage in life, the opportunity for closeness simply disappears. This belief can be limiting, isolating, and ultimately quite damaging. From my years of experience as a doctor and sexologist, I can state with conviction that intimacy should never be abandoned. Without age, intimacy. It is something we can and should embrace at every stage of life. Countless studies, along with real-life stories from my patients, show that a lack of intimacy, especially in later years, has profound consequences for both physical health and emotional well-being. Today, we unravel this often avoided topic with the respect and depth it deserves, as it is far more crucial than most people realize. Perhaps the most heartbreaking effect of moving away from intimacy is the emotional impact it has on a person. For many, the thought that they might lose the desire or even the ability to connect intimately with their partner as the years go by can trigger powerful feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and a deeply unsettling sense of lament. It's not just the absence of physical closeness that's the silent pain of feeling disconnected, unwanted, and perhaps even forgotten. Imagine seeking comfort and warmth, but feeling like that aspect of life is shut off. Dr. James Smith, a renowned psychologist at the University of California, has spoken about this in his studies on aging, noting that older adults without active intimate connections are at much higher risk of developing. This is not surprising, given that intimacy is much more than a physical act. It is essentially a form of emotional language, a way of expressing care, affection, and commitment. Without words, intimacy keeps the flame of connection alive by helping people feeling valued, wanted, and loved. In many ways, it reassures us of our humanity, and the loss of that security can be devastating. On a physiological level, intimacy releases a powerful hormone called oxytocin, often affectionately referred to as the love hormone. Oxytocin is what makes us feel close to others, is what fills us with warmth during a hug or a gentle touch. When we allow ourselves to experience physical closeness, whether it is a loving embrace, a gentle caress, or a deeper connection, oxytocin surges through our bodies, creating a sense of calm, comfort, and belonging. This hormone does more than just make us feel good in the moment. It has long-lasting effects on our emotional health. Without these moments of closeness, our brains begin to recognize the absence of oxytocin. Slowly, a feeling of emptiness or even sadness begins to set in. The absence of intimacy is not just a matter of missing some moments. Connection is a deprivation that our bodies and minds feel deeply. In addition, serotonin, a hormone that plays a significant role in mood regulation, is also released during intimate moments. It is amazing to realize that something as simple as being close to another, being human, can have such a profound impact on our happiness. When we remove those experiences from our lives, serotonin levels drop, which often leads to worsened mood and increased feelings of sadness. It is a biochemical response to lack of contact intimate, but it manifests itself as emotional and psychological pain. That is why maintaining intimacy is not just about keeping the spark alive in a romantic relationship. It is about nurturing a fundamental part of our mental and emotional health. Imagine a life where every form of closeness begins to disappear, not by choice, but by a sense that it is no longer appropriate or necessary. This belief is like a shadow looming over what could be a bright and fulfilling part of life. And yet, when we choose to foster intimacy, even in small gestures, we are choosing to stay connected to the beauty of life, with the joy of feeling loved, and with the need. Deeply rooted companionship, intimacy in later years becomes a lifeline, a reminder that we are still capable of giving and receiving love, of feeling wanted and appreciated, and of sharing our lives in meaningful ways. So for anyone feeling uncertain or even reluctant to maintain closeness as you age, remember that intimacy has no age. The physical and emotional closeness we share is a treasure that does not expire. It has the power to bring us joy, soothe our worries, and fill our hearts with love and connection. Embrace the intimacy is an act of self-care, a way of honoring our need for, and an affirmation that at any age we are worthy of love. Emotional disconnection can have a profound impact on relationships, especially as couples age, when those tender, intimate moments. It's not just physical closeness that diminishes, it's the whole area of communication that begins to feel cold and distant. Conversations that were once so warm and supportive can become routine and mechanical, lacking the genuine affection that unites people. Emotional distancing slowly builds a barrier between couples where misunderstandings and unresolved feelings build up. Without the comfort of shared intimacy, small frustrations can grow into tensions, deepening a sense of isolation and even resentment. Maintaining intimacy as we age is not just about physicality. It is about finding ways to nurture that emotional bond, those shared moments of touch and closeness that remind us that we are loved, valued, and connected. But the effects of the loss of intimacy are not limited to our hearts and minds. They resonate in our bodies too. Intimate contact in any. Not only is it emotionally comforting, but also beneficial to our physical health. Take, for example, cardiovascular health intimacy. Even gentle physical closeness acts as a form of mild cardiovascular exercise. Recent studies from the Health Institute in London confirm that older adults with intimate connections, regular people, have healthier hearts. The simple act of being close to someone helps promote blood circulation, which can significantly reduce the risk of heart disease. It is a powerful reminder that intimacy, while it nourishes our emotional well-being, also actively supports our physical health. If even you are watching this video and you find helpful these lessons, please comment number 1 below to let me know you keep watching this video with me also. During intimate moments, our bodies release endorphins, natural painkillers. These chemicals, often associated with happiness and relaxation, also help reduce chronic pain that commonly accompanies aging. This natural relief is a gift that only physical connection can offer, providing moments of comfort and relieving pain that might otherwise feel painful. And beyond that, intimacy strengthens our immune systems, improving our body's defenses. Studies show that intimate contact stimulates the production of antibodies, making us more resistant to infections and diseases. It is as if the very act of connecting with someone strengthens not only our hearts, but also our ability to fight off what threatens our health. In the end, intimacy in all its forms is a gentle yet powerful force that brings us health, happiness, and the invaluable sense of being deeply, truly connected. Embracing these centos, however small, is more than a choice. It is a way of honoring the love and vitality within us, nourishing both our bodies as our spirits as we travel through life. On the other hand, the impact, physical inactivity, and lack of intimate contact can be far more damaging than many realize.
When intimacy fades from our lives, it not only leaves an emotional gap, it can create physical vulnerabilities that increase the risk of chronic health problems, such as diabetes and circulatory problems. Dr. Margaret Carla, a renowned expert in geriatrics at Harvard University, highlights that the human body thrives on both physical and emotional stimuli.
When these stimuli decrease, the body can begin to slowly weaken, losing the essential flexibility and strength that are critical to maintaining balance and mobility. This reduction in physical resilience places older adults at elevated risk for falls, fractures, and a variety of complications associated with aging. It is as if the body, deprived of the connection and movement it craves, begins to lose their vitality and readiness to meet the challenges of later life. Beyond physical health, a lack of intimacy in later life can have a surprisingly profound effect on sleep quality, contributing to the onset of insomnia and other sleep disturbances. Physical closeness with a peer, even as simple as sleeping next to each other from the other, releases hormones such as oxytocin and endorphins that promote relaxation and help the body enter a deep, restful sleep. When this closeness is absent, many people find that sleep becomes elusive, affecting their overall sense of well-being. Insufficient sleep. It doesn't just lead to daytime fatigue. It has far-reaching effects on health, including cognitive decline and increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Sleep is essential to rejuvenate the body, support mental clarity, and protect the heart. When we lose the comfort of the presence of as a couple, we also lose the natural health-promoting hormones that come with it, which are crucial to achieving quality rest. So where do we go from here? What can we do when desire decreases, energy levels decline, or health conditions create barriers to maintaining a regular intimate connection? This is where open and sincere communication with our partner becomes essential. We do not need to see intimacy only as a physical act. There are countless ways to maintain the closeness and bond that give meaning to our lives. A simple hug, holding hands, or even an intimate conversation can be powerful ways expressing love and connection. A recent study conducted by Siegen University found that couples who continued to nurture warm and sincere communication, even without frequent physical intimacy, reported higher levels of marital satisfaction than those who avoided the topic altogether. This research reveals that remember that connection in its many forms is often rooted in words, gestures, and the small acts that keep us close. Maintaining intimacy. Then it becomes less about physicality and more about a willingness to connect. It's about creating a safe and open space for expressing needs, sharing vulnerabilities, and feeling valued in the presence of a loving partner. Physical closeness is invaluable, but so is the warmth of meaningful conversation, the comfort of shared memories, and the security of a partner who is fully present, even in the silence. As we navigate aging, prioritizing these small but meaningful moments of intimacy can help us feel grounded, appreciated, and alive, strengthening not only our relationships, but our lives in general. Simply talking about our emotions, our needs, and our deepest fears with our partner can be a way to maintain intimacy over the years. It's often not about grand gestures or passionate statements, but about making the other person feel seen and valued every day. These conversations aren't always easy. They require courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to let our guard down, especially when we might feel self-conscious or insecure about the changes that age brings. But this openness is a gift that we give not only to ourselves, but also to each other. By sharing these intimate thoughts, we let our partner into our inner world, and that act alone keeps us feeling deeply connected, almost as if we were weaving a closer bond with each spoken word. Beyond speaking, there is immense beauty in the subtle and silent forms of contact we share. These small, everyday gestures, gentle caresses on the back, a warm hug in the morning, or holding hands during a quiet walks,
are like anchors that keep us close to each other and remind us that even in our silence, we are saying, I am here with you. These acts of physical closeness carry an emotional weight that words sometimes can't match. They bring us back to each other, and help us remember that the need for heart of affection, warmth, and comfort does not diminish with time. Instead, it deepens, enriching with each shared moment. So when we take the time to physically express our love, even in small ways, we are nurturing the precious spark that keeps our love alive well. Even when things get tough, words can fail. And in all this, we must remember the incredible role that our minds play. The mind and body are so intertwined that the impact of intimacy resonates far beyond the emotional. Studies, such as those from the University of Oxford, affirm that older people who engage in any form of active intimacy, whether physical or emotional, actually experience benefits to their cognitive health. The brain thrives on connection. Just as it is a muscle that benefits from physical exercise, it also craves mental and emotional stimulation. When we engage in action with our partner, whether through a warm hug or a deep late-night conversation, we are giving our minds the stimulation they need to stay sharp. It is as if these small, intimate acts become a form of mental exercise that keeps us present, alert, and connected to our inner self environment. For those who may struggle with the cognitive challenges of aging, these shared moments can become a true anchor, helping to alleviate memory loss and other mental challenges that often make us feel isolated or disconnected from ourselves in our later years. Intimacy transforms into something that goes beyond the physical. It becomes an essential lifeline for emotional, mental, and even spiritual health, serves as a reminder that we are still vibrant, still worthy of love, and still capable of giving it deeply and sincerely. This phase of life invites us to see intimacy not simply as a desire, but as a necessity for the soul, a way of saying, I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm still connected to this person who has shared so much of this journey with me. For those who fear that aging may mean letting go of closeness, know that intimacy at this stage is perhaps one of the most beautiful types of love, a love that has weathered storms, overcome challenges, and has deepened with each shared experience. Let us treasure these connections. Let us remember that, although we may have changed externally, our hearts remain full and our emotional needs are as deep as ever. Touch, laugh together, sit in silence, comfortable and knowing that our partner is there. These moments are gifts that we can continue to give and receive embrace. Intimacy at this stage of life is not just about rekindling the spark with our partner. It's about understanding that these moments keep us anchored to who we are, rooted in a shared love that has grown wise over time. This love is not something of what we must easily let go of. It's part of our essence, a reflection of everything we have lived together, and a reminder that at any age, we make ourselves feel deeply connected, appreciated, and alive. Dear friends, when it comes to intimacy as we age, it is not about claiming something that we think has been lost. Rather, it is about adapting to the natural and graceful transformation that time brings to our lives and relationships. Our intimate lives do not disappear. They change, they evolve and deepen, often revealing a beauty that only comes with the wisdom of the experience of aging allows us to see intimacy through a new lens, one that doesn't focus on the rush of youthful passion, but instead celebrates a deeper, more tender connection that has grown over time. Even as our bodies change, our capacity to love and be beloved remains, offering us the opportunity to experience closeness in ways that may be less familiar, but equally, if not more rewarding. Our journey through life provides us with invaluable insights into the meaning of love, And that wisdom is a treasure that can enrich intimacy in our later years. Intimacy is less about grand displays of affection and more about the small moments, meaningful ones, that affirm our bond. Holding hands on a quiet walk, sharing a smile over morning coffee, or just being there for each other in moments of silence. These are the expressions of love that speak of a shared life. These moments, though subtle at times, they often feel deeper and more resonant because they reflect a love that has weathered countless seasons, a bond that has grown richer with each passing year. We must allow ourselves to embrace this shift, to understand that intimacy is no longer limited to the physical expressions we knew in our younger years. Young people are now intimate companions, a knowing look, a comforting touch that speaks volumes. This phase of intimacy invites us to be vulnerable, to express our needs openly, and to lean into our connection in ways that nourish both our hearts and our minds. It's about creating a safe space where both couples feel valued and appreciated, where each person can express their fears, desires, and hopes without reservation.
Opening up in this way can bring us even closer, reminding us that love is not confined to our physical bodies. It exists in the energy we share, in the comfort of each other's presence, and in the memories we have built together. Adapting also means discovering new ways to stay close, to express affection, and to cultivate connection. Maybe it's through more shared activities, or maybe it's a commitment to making time for each other, despite the demands of daily life. Finding these little rituals together, whether it's a weekly date night, a shared hobby, or even just sitting together in peaceful silence, can rekindle the warmth and closeness we might fear has faded. And sometimes, it's in these quiet and simple moments where we feel the most sense of intimacy and every shared experience over the years would have brought us to this same point of understanding and unity. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. It is important not to underestimate the impact of these gestures on our well-being, emotional closeness. Even if not always, it is linked to physical intimacy. It is a source of deep comfort and joy. Studies have shown that people who maintain strong, loving connections with their partners experience benefits far beyond the relationship itself. They also enjoy better mental and physical health. Our brains and hearts respond to this closeness by releasing feel-good hormones that lift our spirits and keep us mentally sharp. The mind is connected, and our shared moments can be as stimulating as any form of exercise. Engaging in intimate conversations and sharing cherished memories or simply hugging can stimulate our minds and remind us of all the beauty life has to offer. In essence, intimacy in our later years is a powerful affirmation of life itself. It is about keeping the spark of love alive by recognizing that our emotional needs are still vital and real, and honoring the person who has been by our side through the twists and turns of life. This love is a source of strength, a reminder of who we are and who we have been together. Though time may alter, the outward expression of our love cannot touch the heart of our connection. Love is timeless, and our journey together becomes richer, more meaningful, and more precious every day. So let's not lose sight of this connection. Let's remember that we still deserve to feel desired, valued, and deeply connected to our partners. Intimacy at this stage of life can be a beautiful exploration, an opportunity. Finding new ways to say, "I love you," is about sharing a story, a life built together, and knowing that the bond we've created is something we can continue to nurture and cherish. Embrace this shift. This means celebrating the very essence of love, all of deep patient understanding. Andre Silent. Let us keep this gift, dear friends, knowing that love and affection are for life. Intimacy is not just for the young. It is for everyone who is willing to open their hearts, share their dreams and fears, and support each other, no matter what. And at this stage of life, perhaps more than ever, we realize that true intimacy is found not only in the quiet moments, but also in the laughter, the support, and even in the shared silence. It serves as a reminder that, although our bodies may change, our love remains a constant source of light and joy, an eternal flame that continues burning brightly, providing warmth and comfort as we travel together through life. So, dear friends, as you reflect on this journey of intimacy, love, and later life, take a moment to pause and consider what resonates most deeply with you. What insight has opened your eyes to something new? Reflect on what you've learned and share one thing that inspires you to implement in your own life. We would love to hear from you in the comments below. Your thoughts, experiences, and aspirations are incredibly valuable to us and to this entire community. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and may your journey be filled with warmth, connection, and love.